Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moons. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Texas's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like we were talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your league undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Longhorns pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now on the move. Oh, they knock it free. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. So the Boston College Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
Reads and fires complete. Oh, what a move! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Boston College right back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Powers through the defender. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Robinson will throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The give to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Manning. He's right on target. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Run it with the fullback. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He wants to throw it.
Wowzers.
Serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Boston College wants to play fast.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Robinson looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. Lost, the defense is wide open.
Who got that,
He will
dude?
step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the six. Get the pick six.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got it inside the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eagles.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 flash. Wisconsin dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion from the offense. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. You have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that. As a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And the Longhorns get enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going over the top. Connection to the right. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Looking to move it through the air.
Wow.
Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Boston College. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you
She looks like Aeneas Williams.
Plays, and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping
Yo, why these
the
dudes
defense
keep
can
kicking
keep
it
them
short?
from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Got his man. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 1st down from the 30. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
You fucks.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On third down, going up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Complete to the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Manning. He rifles one deep to the left.
Oh, motherfuckers.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Line gets set, first down. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Boston College right back to the line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just push the defense.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt.
Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike touch. Jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Yo, who is this guy?
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards instead.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Moore. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Longhorns! Reeled it in and just made the house call. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. The Golden Eagles will keep this drive going.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the ground, he's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to take a shot. And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Texans! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Pocket starts to collapse.
Wow, they had me.
Not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Texas offense. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 45. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going...
Yo!
Pops it up. And the fumble goes out of...
Why is Arch me?
Possession actually picked up yardage.
Oh my Lord.
If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
Arch Manning on the jet sweep.
I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. Takes the easy completion. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
The Longhorns come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Whalen. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bowman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this one.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 22 to Duke. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Manning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Whalen. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get... And the pressure gets him back in the 8-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Robinson will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive.
Ah,
go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
28.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Whalen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving.
Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play. Taking but couldn't reel it in. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Robinson will throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He looks that one in nicely. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Now, 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
He's going to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's looking to throw it. Fires left. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to score.
Yeah,
on
I
the
didn't get
interception.
that.
Touchdown, Boston College.
How fast did this change. Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
We'll wrap it up, and he'll try to make it look 1 point better. And the kick is good, but they'll still lose this one by 3. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward